It's going to kind of be lightweight, crooked, but we still in it.
That's the only way. Can you turn it sideways?
If I do,
It's gonna change the screen.
yeah, it's gonna ask me to. Let me see something. Yeah, screen orientation is locked.
That's another way we could do it. I can unscrew this and make it go to like screw it from here instead of from here.
Yeah, we can try that.
You could do it like this, or you could do it like this.
That'll work.
I think I got this whole kit at Staples for like $15.
Can it lean forward?
Unscrew this. It's supposed to. Shit. Hold up.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Keep it from leaning.
Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, I can move over a little bit. Okay.
Set it off.
Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
Before I get started, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. That true told us is 100% true. To if you Akim and Akwati out there listening and learning, shalom to you as well. Likewise, doctrine, shalom, citations to the hopeful elect, man. We coming out with another lesson, you know, week in and week out, you know, prophesying about the downfall of Babylon. And the first thing that I want to mention is them draconian laws that they setting up with the big, supposedly beautiful bill, which it looks like it's packaged in a way, the way that it help, but on the back end, it's actually a cover-up for Project 2025. You know, if you dig into it, you know, they coming up with all these different laws where they're going to be taking your Medicaid, your food stamps, people going to be losing their jobs, all these different types of things going on, man, because this devil knows that he only has a short time. So he's getting ready to take some serious measures, man. You know, and when you go into that word draconian, I'm going to go grab that real quick. Give me 1 second. Draconian, 1759 of pertaining to Draco, the ancient Greek salesman. 1777 in reference to laws rigorous, extreme, severe, or harsh, which is implied from a 1640s Draco is the Latinized form of Greek Dracon, name of the archon of the Athens who laid down the code of laws for Athens that mandated death as punishment for minor crimes. His name seems to mean literally sharp-sighted. So this dude, this guy that is talking about, he was the guy that brought forth very bad and harsh laws, man. And that's the same vibration that Babylon, aka America, is bringing on, man. Very harsh, draconian-like laws is going to be life-threatening. Because you got to remember they brought back the firing squads and the guillotines as well. And you have to understand this for you Jakes. It's for you Israelites. But y'all don't want to understand that because y'all too busy with the cares of this life, man.
We told y'all a long time ago, man. You are the target, Jake. We told y'all this man is about to pick a fight with y'all. We told y'all all this stuff. And one thing that you need to pay extra special attention to, you got to look at the ways that Esau has proven himself to be Esau. Fuck his lies. That's all this man allow all day. As long as he got oxygen, he gonna lie. Let this man prove that he is Esau, because this is the truth of the matter right here. Look at how he does. Look at how he treats so-called terrorists that he labels terrorists. He just bomb them and be through with them. But as far as for you Israelites, this man is going above and beyond with the wickedness just because he wants to see you suffer. He wants to see you in fear. He wants to see you bow down to him. That's why he's going above and beyond with this alligator Alcatraz. It don't take all that, but he wants to do it for your case, in your case, to show how much he hates you. You don't see him surrounding prisons with people he take into custody from foreign nations. No, he doesn't. If anything, they gonna get the Fed treatment, where they just on vacation, like celebrities. But not you Israelites, not you Northern and Southern Kingdom. We told y'all about this man. And he only gonna get worse, because before he kills you, he gonna break you. Meaning he gonna hit you in your pockets. Hence Project 2025. This is a money grab to rob you and give it to the rich. Then he gonna put you in the ground.
And a lot of that money that a lot of those tax cuts is going over there to that war as well. So they taking a lot of y'all money and they spending it on that war, you know? So, hey, that's the times that we living in. I'm gonna get Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And that's what they get ready to do. A lot of you women that's out here that's on them, that's getting them benefits and all of that, they finna take all of that from you, man. You know? Because that's this devil, man. He'll make you feel like he's doing right by you, and the next thing you know, he's kicking you in your ass, man, with a bunch of foolishness, man. That's why the scripture say, never trust thine enemy, man. But y'all put all y'all trust in this devil and this society that we living in. Now understanding that the will of the Father is for this thing to be destroyed. And if this is just the Father at the end of the day, moving these pieces around his chessboard for his will. Because ultimately this is going to lead to a lot of civil unrest and a lot of people that's not going to be able to get food. They're going to resort to violence, man.
That's what he wants. That's the goal. You still got goofies rocking red hats. This man is fucking you and your ass the most because you believe in him the most. He can't do no wrong in your eyes. So when is he going to be guilty in your eyes, Malcolm? When are you going to see what everybody else sees? Let me paint a picture for you. Since y'all so ignorant to what's going on. So if I word it this way, maybe you'll see what we see. Picture Obama doing everything Trump doing. Y'all will drag his ass out by his pinky toe, drag him out the White House, and hang him on the front house lawn live TV. Just picture Obama doing everything Trump doing. You're angry now, ain't you, just because of the color alone, not to mention his actions. We don't hate Trump because of his color. We don't like Trump because of his spirit. That is Nero all day. I got this, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. The stranger is us, Israelites growing up in foreign lands, following the customs of heathen nations. And he ain't got started yet, because when he breaks you, he gonna kill you, or he wants you dead. He gonna set all all the pawn pieces in place for you to destroy yourself so he can blame you. For example, he starved you out. You go steal to try to get some food. They're going to arrest you and blame you. That's how the devil puts you in the trick bag. He sets you up to commit crimes. So when you do commit them, he can accuse you. Now that's just as guilty. I think that's in Sirach. Let me see. Sirach 34. Let me get it real quick. He'll set a trap for you, then when you fall for the bait, he'll accuse you. 34. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. Verse 22. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him. And he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a bloodshedder. So I ask you, you MAGAs, you Trump supporters, all y'all that voted for Trump because y'all was banking on him to only do this shit to us. That's what you wanted. Because the truth of the matter is, white supremacy, that lie called white supremacy cannot exist unless we at the bottom. So that's why they go above and beyond to keep us at the bottom, so this lie called white supremacy can live. Because guess what? If Esau is playing on a level playing field, Jake will dominate, and he knows this. That's why he makes laws against you to keep you at the bottom, because you are strong. That's why he makes laws to keep him at the top, because he's weak. He has to maintain that advantage. That's the only way white supremacy can even exist.
And real soon, y'all about to find out that these laws that he's writing into place is for you Israelites. You know, they started with the northern kingdom. Now they messing with the southern kingdom, you know. They lifting up their head against the hidden ones, man. And they get ready to get to the point to where they're going to be shipping people to different lands like Alligator Alcatraz, you know, and Sudan. They talk about shipping people to Sudan now. Even though, you know, Alligator Alcatraz got hit with a nasty storm here recently. But that still don't mean that these prophecies are not going to be fulfilled. You know, a lot of you just going to be getting put in chains by this devil. Mm-hmm. You know, this is Psalms 83:1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, the enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with 1%. They are confederate against thee. And these people are standing up against us, man. I seen the United Patriot Front here in Louisville yesterday, marching downtown with their Confederate flags and flags, man. You know, so that energy, that spirit is in the earth, man, to where these devils are eventually going to come for you Israelites, man. And you're going to get caught up in this thing that's called Jacob's trouble, a time like never before. You know, that's why we constantly tell y'all that we're going to need Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in these last times to deliver us from these things, because you're not going to be able to do it yourself.
No.
You know, like scripture said, his servants will eat, and you shall be ashamed. While y'all worried about the cares of this life, chasing that bag, thinking that everything is going to be okay, because nothing has ever happened in this virgin land called Babylon, just know, like I said before, that the penetration is definitely coming. And there's going to be some heavy raw dogging going on in this land, man. And y'all going to get caught up in it. That's why I said, Lord willing, hopefully we are of that number of men that will have that hedge of protection around us when these things come to pass, man. And the only thing that we're going to be able to tell y'all later on is, hey, we told you so. To not trust your enemy. And now y'all about to see.
A lot of them don't even believe in the Lord. They believe in themselves. One thing about it, especially for all y'all out there depending on your guns, you will run out of bullets. Eventually. Sooner or later, you're going to run out of ammo. Then what you going to do? Then who's going to be your shield, your help? What you gonna depend on to defend you and your family when you run out of ammo? If that's what you depending on to save your ass, because guess what? That ammo is not gonna get you to that chariot. That ammo is not gonna stop Esau from coming in. It might slow him down, but you know how enthusiastic Esau becomes when it comes to murdering us. Prime example. Look how fast they put up that concentration camp down there in Florida. That ain't a detention center. Call it what it is. It's a concentration camp. Call it what it is. They're not deporting anybody. This is straight up kidnapping. Because they're not going by due process. They're not going by paperwork. They're not making sure they got the right guy. None of that. They just round you up because of how you look. So how you think that's, and then they tried to shit. See, Esau, he got to figure out a lie to make us an offender to come after us. Just like they found out in Brooklyn the hard way when ICE went up in Brooklyn to try to round up some Haitians, and they put the flops on them and ran them out of Brooklyn. But see, that's just the gas on the fire. Trump need to spin this into something that it's not. Just like when he took that lie and ran with it, talking about Haitians eating cats and dogs. You see, he didn't even need no proof. That's all he needed, to lie on you.
And they ran with the lie.
Exactly. You know who was eating those cats and dogs? Edomites, homeless Edomites. But they don't care about truth. They care about the public seeing you as the problem, and they're gonna paint you as the problem, even though the whole world knows who's the problem right now. Esau, America, the state of Israel. They the real problem, because they done violated another ceasefire. We told y'all B.B. Malkowski has to keep a war going and stay out of jail for war crimes. So you think you're gonna have peace? You got Israelis evacuating the state of Israel by the millions because they don't feel safe. They're not supposed to be there.
And that's another indicator that they are not the people, because the people of the Lord will not operate in the state of fear to be running. You know, they will be standing boldly as a lion. So that lets you know also that they ain't the people, because they have the spirit of fear on them. That's Edomites all the way. They scared of everything, man. I got 2nd Ezra 9:1. I'm gonna read a few for you people out there, man, you Israelites. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, which is the rumors of war, you know, the love of many waxing cold, you know, the persecution of the Israelites, all these different signs that's coming through, man, all these different storms you see it. These are the signs of Yahweh Shem Yahushai visiting this place, man.
Yep.
And then it says, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, are you not seeing uproars of the people? You seeing people looting, rioting, they doing all kinds of stuff, man. You know, over there in Philadelphia, they done threw trash all over the neighborhoods. It's, man, lines and lines of trash, and people are flipping out about that. You know, let's keep going. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, because you're seeing the signs right now in front of your eyes. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. We believe in these things. You know, so Lord willing, we are the men, and we will be saved through these times. But you other people that's not paying attention, you're going to have hurt to pay in them times. It says, this is 2nd Ezra 9:8, shall be preserved from the set perils. And we're going to read that one before that again. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith wherein ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and wherewith my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in the pitiful case, which now have used my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, for such as in their life have received benefits, and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The time of repentance is open right now, man. And y'all see the signs, but yet y'all not paying attention. And usually, and for this part, a lot of y'all are blinded. You know, so when these times come in full fruition, y'all are going to be set in those very harsh perils, man. Perils, and it's going to be very bad for you people, man. You know? And let me get one more. The same must know it after death by pain. And that death by pain gonna go by the sword, by famine, you know, and ultimately by the ICBM missiles. You know, so y'all need to understand the times that we living in, which I know 2/3 not gonna get it because you in your lots.
Yeah. And a lot of y'all, it's not that you're blinded. A lot of y'all choose to be willfully ignorant.
Yep.
So guess what? Being willfully ignorant has a price. And y'all gonna have to pay it, whether you want to or not, whether you have the money in your spiritual bank account or not. You gonna have to pay for willful ignorance with your own blood versus the blood of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, covering you. No, your own blood gonna cover you. And you gonna have death by pain because you refuse to hearken. Now, I don't know how much evidence it takes to convince you that we're telling the truth. But if you don't want to see the truth, you're not going to see it. And the Lord just has you sealed for destruction. And ain't there nobody can do about that, because if the Lord got you sealed for destruction, you just a dead man walking anyway. And we can tell that through the Spirit if you're being constantly rebellious, constantly defending Edomites who done did everything under the sun wicked imaginable to you, but for some reason we the bad guy for calling this stuff out to you. We the bad guy for doing that. Okay, bet. But you defend this man. Hold on, let me stop. This is Shia call. Hold on. Let me hit him up. See what's up. Shalom out.
Let me get this scripture. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And and when the dragon saw that he was
going live on his phone.
He persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. See, this devil, he's getting ready to come down with great wrath. And like we say every time, we say all the time, you have to have your spirit in order in the times that we're coming in. You see the draconian laws, you see the spirit on these Edomites out here, man. They start to show their spirit on a whole nother level, walking around with a little MAGA hats on. They're looking at you even worse than they looked at you before. The spirit is freaking all around you right now. It's freaking off these Edomites, man. So you gotta freaking move very circumspectly in the times that we living in. You know, you got a lot of Israelites coming up missing. You have Indeed listings on the social media where they getting people to come in for Indeed interviews, and these people coming up missing, and a lot of them are jakes.
Wow.
A lot of them are jakes. A lot of Eves got kidnapped and they came up missing, man.
And you know what else going on? It was a recent flood in Texas, right? For some reason, 27 girls missing.
Yep.
See, you see how the child sex trafficking ring don't stop? Out of all this, where are these girls? Where are these children? But see, Trump set y'all up for this too. Because guess what he did? This is why a lot of storms about to catch y'all off guard. This man that canceled all the warnings from the National Weather Association. So you get no more warnings.
Yeah.
You just get caught off guard. And that gives him plenty of elbow room to mess with the weather. So he can make a freak storm come out of nowhere and hit you, and you won't even know it.
That's in the big beautiful bill.
Yeah.
That's actually in the big beautiful bill, to where, like he said, if a storm happens, they're not coming to help you. If your house is on fire, nobody's coming to help you, man. So y'all need to understand who this is going to be for, because if you think about back several years back, Hurricane Katrina, they didn't go help them people.
No, matter of fact, they waited over a week to go down there because they wanted them to die off.
Yep.
Now you got to look at the spirit of Esau right here. You got to look at how excited he gets at the thought of you being killed or murdered. You got right now, you got fake ICE agents getting arrested by the real police. You see the enthusiasm in this man? He gets excited at the very thought of your demise. That's an Edomite in spirit. He wants nothing more than to see you suffer for no reason. This man don't even know you. Now that's another trait of an Edomite, because think about it like this. If a man hates you and can't tell you why, you haven't done a damn thing to this man, you haven't seen him a day in your life, yet he still hates you. That sells you right there. He's emotional. He's following his emotions. He can't tell you why he hates you logically, but he can tell you with his emotions, because he's going on how he feels. That's why it says never trust thine enemy, because these people's feelings are fragile and fickle, and they get offended at nothing. You think you better than us. Now you think we better than us. We know we better than you. That's the difference between us thinking and you thinking. The Bible told us we was better than you. But yet you pissed off at us for believing it and not believe that you're supreme. But guess what? There's nothing supreme about destroying your own kingdom.
Exactly.
There's nothing supreme about shitting on your own people. Yeah, they're shitting on Americans, but they got blank checks for days for Israel. Just fill in the zeros, baby. You see now. But I know you MAGA still ain't gonna get it until y'all hungry as fuck in the dark. Because see, y'all voted for Trump because y'all was banking on him to only do this bullshit to us and keep us at the bottom, to keep your little white supremacy candle lit. No, the Lord putting that candle out too. Now what you got left? Don't try to come over here talking about we friends, we need to stand up together. No, this is not our fight. Esau been showed us how he felt about us. Now he's showing you how he feels about you. He that is evil to himself, to whom can he be good? Go ahead and grab it, bro.
Ecclesiasticus 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is the recompense of his wickedness. And like the brother said, he hate this man treating his own people like shit. How much more you Israelites, man? You know, and this man, he's not saddled. You can't listen to what this man is saying, dude, because you can't trust your enemy, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:16 as well. An enemy speaketh swiftly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, he shall undermine thee.
Every time.
You see that? You know, every time something happens, this Edomite is always there first, but he's looking up other ways to overthrow you and get over on you, man, and shed your blood. Like we said, look at all the times our people went through anything, and he made our people wait until some died off to act like he helped them. That's how Esau get down. He is a devil, man.
Yeah. But see, these are the actions of a weak man. You think a strong leader would have to resort to such fuckboy tactics? No, that shows you his weakness. He has to constantly keep an unnecessary boot on your neck. He loves to see you suffer, because him watching you suffer, that exalts his ego. That inflates his ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sickness of Esau. To please him, you got to suffer. That's what makes him unfit to rule. And this guy I was listening to, he's an Ishmaelite. He looks like Ishmaelite. A lot of people think he's Malcolm X in the reincarnation. The elder do a lot of videos on him. But he made a very good point. He was like, let's talk about American culture for one example. Now you got migrants, immigrants, quote unquote, from all other countries, bringing their element, adding it to the American culture. Prime example, you got tribe of Issachar. What did they bring to the table as far as American culture? Cinco de Mayo, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? This is what he said about black culture. He said, black culture is the only culture that's truly American, because everything about black culture came from here. No other nation. Everything we created, we were here when we did it. We didn't bring it from another land. It's true, bruh. If you really think about it. Hip hop was born here. Jazz, blues, all the inventions, the toilet, the cotton gin, the light bulb. That's American culture and history. But see, they don't want to call it that because it's a misrepresentation. It's supposed to, the title American culture is supposed to represent them, not us.
Yep.
That's why they stole all our credit and still put an American culture stamp on it, but with their face. So yeah, American culture is black culture, because this is the only culture of this land that didn't come from nowhere else. But they want to steal that and put their face on it. But guess what? The Lord finna run y'all pockets in a way you never thought of. Everything you stole, everything that you stole that you thought you could never return, the Lord got a way of humbling you and making you return it, whether you want to or not. Just like you didn't want, if it was in your power, we'll never knew who we were. But it was the Lord's will that we found out who we was. It was not up to you. And you can thank Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that it's not up to you. Otherwise, everybody and everything on this planet will die.
Mm-hmm. I got Micah 2:1. I'm gonna read a few of these, because it goes back into what you're saying about how they steal shit from everyone, steal your heritage and stab their face on it. That's how Edom gets down, man. He steal heritages and claim them on to himself. He ain't got no salt like that.
Hell no.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that advise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And remember, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. That's why this man is able to do what he does. And that's because the Most High gave him this place, man. And it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. So basically, all the things that you pushed out, Edom, that's getting ready to come back onto you, man, on a whole nother level. You getting ready to go into them chains, man. Mm-hmm. What you did is coming right back around to you. The first, your kingdom has to fall first, and everything about you is being exposed right now as we speak, about your false history and your lies, man. The way your tongue walked through this earth with all these lies, man. All of that stuff is being debunked by the Israelites. GMS, might I add to that?
I got a precept. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. They can't sleep unless they figure out how to fuck you over and get away with it. But y'all gonna entrust in this whole process. And it's like the elder said, this ain't the land of the home of the free and the land of the brave. This the land of the bend over and take it. Straight up, bro. Because I don't see all that energy when it comes to y'all coming up against us. Where's all that fire? Where's all that enthusiasm? Where's your bloodthirst? It's not there because one of your own is doing it to you. That shows the real strength of a nation. How y'all stand together or how you not stand together. In this case, y'all ain't standing. Y'all just making videos in your cars crying about it. That's all I see. I don't see no real progress to get this man removed. You know why? Because the Lord wants him to destroy this place. He got the Republicans either in his pocket or he got them scared for their lives to go against it. But yet, a 4-year-old cussed this man out. But y'all scared. So like I said, that shows the true strength or weakness of a people. You talk a good one when it comes to us, but when it comes to your own, you in your cars crying.
That's because the wicked is ruling that. That's why a lot of y'all whining and crying in your cars. And he gonna cry in the car. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. And when we get back the kingdom, Lord willing, the world is going to be at its best, man. But right now, these devils is ruling, man. Defiling the food, defiling the air, defiling the land, defiling the people.
Yeah.
Through his pharmaceuticals, through the shit you put in the food, man.
Predictive program.
I just found out now that hell, you can get cancer from condoms now.
God damn.
You see that?
See, well, they sleep not unless they cause something to fall. There it is right there. He can't sleep. So that lets you know that this is his true spirit. This is natural to him. This is just like breathing oxygen to him. It's natural.
And another thing that's coming out too, is it's this Edomite, I can't think of his name right now, but he's talking about he don't think that humans should even exist. But they trying to twist this. They saying that so they can try to merge in that transhumanism. They trying to push that transhumanism with this rice, man, and these little devices that they coming out with to make you feel like you can do stuff that the X-Men can do.
Yeah, that's how they're gonna package it and sell it to you. But it's all for control. They want to control you by any means. This is how now you think a strong man, a strong leader, let's say Lord Yahushua, for example. You think a strong leader like that will be plotting on how to get over on people all the time because he's strong? No. A strong leader makes sure his people are straight and not in straits. It's a difference. He gonna make sure they want for nothing. That's what a strong leader does. A strong leader puts his people before himself. This is not Trump. This is not the case with Trump. Trump is selfish as hell. At the threat of Iran bombing, what did he do? He had that nuclear bomb plane, it was nuclear proof, pull up at the White House. Because he was scared. He was just that ready to run to save his own ass. Fuck people. But yet y'all still call him and he gonna lead y'all right into that fire when y'all gonna still be rocking them same goofy red hats.
And the way that he is with his prideful ass, that's exactly the way a lot of you Edomites and a lot of you Jakes are acting just like this dude that's following him. He got that pride on you like can't nothing happen to you here. You know, this is Ecclesiastes 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, so are all that dwell therein, man. So a lot of you people are following this vibration of this Nero cat, man. You know, he's walking in pride. You people following, walking in pride, thinking Trump ain't no joke. But like the brother said, he's getting ready to lead y'all to the slaughter, man. And that's what's going to happen. Because right now, y'all think he's for you, but you slowly start to realize that these laws that he's coming out with, these draconian laws, are actually against you. So now what you going to do?
I got a question for the MAGAs out there. Since Trump been in office, since November, how many promises has he kept? How many promises has he fulfilled? Not one. But yet your faith still lies in this man. You are stupid. Somebody got to tell you. If your family and friends too scared to tell you, I'm here to tell you. Trump is not smart. Y'all just stupid. You need to hear it from somebody. You stupid. I don't give a damn how many degrees on your wall saying you memorized a bunch of lies. Here's your reward. Hang this on your wall. That'll be $70,000, please. Yeah, I don't care about them degrees that you're indoctrinated in. You're stupid if you put your faith in this man. You're stupid as hell if you put your faith in America.
That's all people though, you know. I mean, Edom, they believe in that as well, but I'm talking to you Israelites, man. Like the brother said, y'all are stupid to put faith in this place, man. You know, this is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, which means stupid, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And being evil in so many cases is following this man. That's wicked as hell, because this man don't care about you. So why would you follow a man that don't care about you, dog? That's wicked in itself. You know, putting your faith in this land that's going to be destroyed. That's wicked, man. This place ain't for you, so why would you stand 10 toes down for you when it never stood 10 toes down for you? But pretty much kept its foot in your throat. This place has kept its foot in our throat all these many years, and you're going to still stand up here and tell me you for this place. Y'all love this oppression. And because of that, you want to be joined hand in hand with this cat, you're going to be thrust through with him.
They love oppression so much they fight for it. They fight to keep it. They fight to stay oppressed. Our people.
And they talk about it on the daily, man. They speak lawfully about oppression every single day, whether it's on social media in the comments or they making videos. You know, it says in Psalm 73:8, they are corrupt and they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth. Therefore his pride returneth hither, and waters of full cup are wrung out to them. So these people are extremely prideful, man, and they speak real messed up about the oppression of our people. Like it's just nothing to them. They love it. They love to see us on the bottom, like the brother said before. So they speak pridefully against it, but not understanding that, hey, adversity is getting ready to come falling for y'all tenfold.
Oh yeah, because see, the Lord, he always does more than one thing at the same time. You see all this enthusiasm they pumping into making these concentration camps for the black and brown. What Esau does not understand is this is how the Lord works. You're about to be taken in your own devices that you have imagined. Them prisons that you think you're building for us, you're really building them for your own nation.
Yep.
So if I was you, I would make them extra comfortable, because we know how frail and fragile you Edomites are. You better make it comfortable, because see, you putting all these plans to the design to make it a hell for us. But no, you making it a hell for yourself. That's how the Lord gets down, baby. Just like what's buddy name? The dude that he wanted to hang that family, but he ended up getting hung. Haman. Yeah, he thought he was gonna hang a whole bunch of people, but the Lord made it so he was hung by his own noose. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. So all this shit finna backfire on y'all, because y'all at the end. Why you think nothing Trump plans, it goes smoothly? No, nothing this man puts his hand to, it ends up being a disaster. Because the Lord throwing monkey wrenches, baby. He got y'all in the trick bag. Y'all the biggest tool in the box. He using you to destroy you, but you're superior. But your ass can't even go out in the sun and pick a basket of peaches around this bitch. without going to the emergency room, how are you superior? If that don't show you anything, it shows you that the Lord did create this planet for us. Because everything about this planet, we are in tune with. You ain't in tune with shit on this planet. So you know what that tells us? That means that the Lord did not design you for the long haul. He designed us for the long haul, not you. You can't pick a basket of peaches, baby, without getting burnt, but you better than us.
You can't even govern the kingdom, bro. You just destroys everything with your little craft, your little bullshit.
Yeah. What kills Esau is his emotion. He's running off nothing but emotion. This man been in his feelings about us for over 2,000 years, never got over it, and never will. If anything, he finna get more emotion. So how is giving in to your emotions some type of strength? You're supposed to be stoic. Meaning if adversity in your face, you don't show no signs.
It's not gonna bother you.
But we can see it in your emotional ass face all day. It's carried out through it's shown through your actions against us. Yeah, you an emotional wreck, Esau. You need to talk to somebody. You need some counseling, baby.
Yeah, that perpetual hatred is real.
You
bro.
just an emotional wreck.
This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Save thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. And that's what's coming to you, Edomites. Y'all seeking blood right now, filling out all these little draconian measures, you know, making a tumult against our people.
Yep.
Going to shed that blood. Just know that that blood is eventually soon going to come right back after you. And you're going to have to drink of that cup as well, man. And then you're going into straight adversity. Just what you said you wasn't going to get, you're going to get it, man. Let me find that scripture as well.
Got people that family members being deported by Esau. Well, deported ain't the word, is kidnapping. And I'm thinking, so would you still vote for Trump? Most of them said yes. That's how stupid they are, man. They too far gone. Too far gone, man.
I got Psalms 10:6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. And that's the heart or mind of Esau. And the rest of them out here, they act like that adversity is never going to come to their front doorsteps, man. But the times that we living in, he finna find out that all of that was vain, that he was speaking out his mouth, man. This is Psalms 10:7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. And I said again, and I'm gonna keep saying it, these draconian laws that he's coming out with, that is for the poor, you Israelites, man. That's for him to come after you. First it was the northern kingdom, like the elders and apostles have been saying for years. Now they coming for the southern kingdom. You see, they messing with the Haitians, they're gonna mess with you Jamaicans, they're gonna come for you Negroes.
Yeah, they trying to normalize coming after the so-called blacks, because if they ain't asking Northern Kingdom for no ID, they ain't gonna ask you for no ID, Jay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. We'll start at 18. He hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me. For there are many with me. Yahweh shall hear and afflict them, even he that divided of old Salah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not Yahweh. See, that's why their judgment is already written. They haven't changed. Well, they changed for the worse as far as their hatred towards Israelites. Verse 20, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenants. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords.
Mm-hmm.
See, he got to figure out a way to make us offenders so we can become subjected under his law.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll accuse you of anything and give you a death sentence for it.
Yep. I got Psalms 10 and 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor. When he draweth into his net, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones, man. You see that? So he's constantly setting our people up for the trap. And y'all fall for it because y'all trust this dude.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all too busy trying to save him, coming down on the Israelites, trying to save the white boy. But he making rules and regulations to come down on you. Like the scripture said, he gonna be throwing people in jail, man. Point blank period. This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. This is talking about the men that's sincerely out here doing this work, man. You know, some brothers gonna be martyrs for this thing. Some brothers gonna be completely delivered without a hair of their head being touched. But a lot of you brothers out here that ain't covered, a lot of y'all gonna be getting caught up in Jacob's trouble and thrown in prison too, where you may get beheaded. Mm-hmm. Firing squads, however Esau sees fit to deal with you. In a lot of cases, this man ain't satisfied with blood. He'll torture the hell out of you, then kill you, and then rape your corpse. Because that's how Edom is. He's not satisfied with blood alone.
No, he's gonna be pickling body parts and shit, taking souvenirs, just like they did in the picnic days. Pick a nigga, yeah, burn you alive, and cut you up and pass out souvenirs.
They forget that George Washington's teeth was made out of slave teeth.
Yeah, man. What do you think that movie, the theme, what do you think they got that theme for that movie, Leatherface?
Yep.
They was actually making masks out of our skin. They were taking your hair and stuffing them with furniture, making cushions.
Yep.
But yet and still, yeah, man, they treated us like shit in times 2, now times 1,000. But yet, you Christians, despite all this wickedness this man has ever done to you and your people, for some reason, we are in your crosshairs, the Israelites, for warning you and waking you up to who your enemy is. Now we the enemy in your book. Well, let me show you how the Lord sees it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So that's why we don't get along. The righteous and the wicked don't get along. Yeah, you can fake all day Christians like you righteous, but if you're in favor of this man ruling over you, you are truly wicked, because by default, that means that you don't want Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai ruling over you. And that's how he's going to take it, and that's why he's going to put you down, because you rather have the wickedness of Esau ruling over you instead of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai ruling over you in righteousness. That's why you got to go.
Not taking heed to these warnings.
Exactly.
And that's our job. You know, we practically washing our hands, man. You know, giving all these warnings because, hey, when the time is set, y'all not going to have no cloak for your sins, man. It's a wrap. You're going to be caught up in this thing called Jacob's trouble. This is Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. What does a watchman do? He sits on his post and he looks out for evil that's coming upon the horizon, and he warns the people. That's what we doing. We letting y'all know that Esau get ready to come down with great wrath upon you Israelites out there, and y'all don't want to take heed to that. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth, and give them warning from me. This is the warnings from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, not us. We supposed to give y'all these warnings and keep it moving. If you don't want to take heed to them, then that's on you. You're going to be having to swim in your own blood in that day. This is Ezekiel 3 and 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest not him warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from the wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his hand will I require at thy hand. And I'm not trying to be accounted for y'all blood, man. So we're going to constantly give y'all these warnings until the wheels fall off this thing, until Yahweh Shem Yahushua say, hey, all right, it's time for y'all to come off the street corners and make our tongues cleave to the root of our mouth, and we will no longer be a reprover to none of y'all. Then that's when the family of the word going to kick in. That's when y'all going to have to live with that regret, and y'all going to be running to and fro, trying to find the brothers on the highways and hedges, but it's too late. Y'all finna get caught up in Jacob's trouble.
This is another scripture right here that defines you treacherous Christians who rather have your enemy reside over you. I mean, you got Christians, this is all they coming with lately. They defending Esau. They don't care about now another nation that's about to go into captivity. They defending Esau. This dude that went into about 30, 40 books, other books, trying to explain why Esau is not the white man. But that's the only nation. Now, you got to remind you, 17 nations are about to go into captivity. They only concerned about Esau. Never mind Moab. Never mind Ammon. Never mind them. They worried about Esau. This is a scripture that describes you, and this is how the Lord sees it. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. So you defending your enemy, and you false accusing us of being wicked. When we warning you about the wicked, yeah, you're an abomination to the Lord. You got to go. Because all you saying to the Lord about defending your enemy is you love your enemy. And if you love your enemy, by default, you hate the Lord. You got to go. And it ain't going to be no talking. It's just going to be judgment. You ain't going to have time to get a quick lie off. None of that. Well, Lord, you told us to love everybody. Bam. Judgment. He told you love your nation.
Yeah, that's your neighbor.
Exactly.
Your nation is your neighbor, man. Y'all want to, like the brother said, though, y'all want to keep on, holding hands with Esau.
That's their only concern. They don't care about the other 17 nations, other 16 nations. They worried about Esau.
This is Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered, man. See, ultimately, all Israelites are going to be, saved, but hey, those 2/3, y'all got to have to be burned up on this side. Y'all have to be destroyed with your enemies, because y'all want to hold hands with them. And the wicked elite enemies, y'all going in them chains. Y'all coming out them bunkers y'all got set up, and y'all going right into them chains. While y'all sitting up there trying to hide, how about your shiny angels? You're not gonna get far. You're gonna come get dug up right up out those ground, out the ground, man, out them rocks.
Bring your old decrepit ass about it up. Come on. This gonna be the most famous case of going from sugar to shit you ever seen in your life. But see, our people, once again, this is still back in the reincarnation, because it happened the first time in the first Maccabees. And it's happening again. Check this out. Book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days there went out Israel, wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Them your pastors, them your lying-ass politicians, your lying-ass celebrities, and anybody else Esau puts in front of you who looks just like you, who's being paid to lie to you. And like we said, it's going to come a day where they're going to be stringing up lying-ass pastors and lying-ass politicians left and right. Because when it hits home, what y'all been doing to these people, pretending to be their friend, lying to them, leading them to the slaughter, bro. Literally. You ain't gonna have no mercy on y'all. Y'all don't deserve no mercy. James chapter 2, verse 13. The Lord is creating spirits of vengeance right now as we speak. And that's going for anybody wicked. Wicked baby mamas. Wicked wives. I'm seeing more Eves getting judged right now. Especially in Chicago. Chicago is a war zone right now. This female rapper, she had an album release party. It got shot up. Her brother died, her boyfriend died, and two of her best friends died. But she wasn't there. She left right before the shooting took place, which makes me think maybe this was a sacrifice. Same thing happened in Texas. When Melo had an album release party, it got shot up. The Lord is using 2/3 Jakes to judge 2/3 Jakes. But y'all don't see the play because y'all are not in these scriptures like you're supposed to be. If you are in these scriptures, if you just wrap yourself in the prophecy, you're going to see the prophecies jumping off the pages, and the Lord is speeding up the days at the same time too, because Esau scientist says the days are getting shorter. The Lord is speeding them up for the elect's sake, because he knows, especially the hopeful elect, we tired of dealing with Edomite madness and insanity. What they call sane, what they call good is truly evil. Isaiah 5:20. We tired of dealing with this ass backwards way of thinking that Babylon has taken hold to. Shit done got old. You got men want to be women. Women want to be men. And they got the nerve to defend it if you call them by their born sex. Excuse me, sir, I'm a man. No, you ain't, your hard ass.
I seen one of them on the bus the other day. It was Jake and the Edomite woman. They was both big as hell, but on her name tag, it had he them. That's what the name tag said. He them.
See?
And Big Ruben was tapping on that.
Hell no.
You see, like the little ways of what's called your pronouns.
Got y'all arguing on pronouns. Y'all that stupid and simple. Y'all fall for anything, man.
Oh man.
Y'all let a base man make y'all stupid. He was already stupid, but he managed to make you stupid. So that shows you how stupid you really are. If a stupid base man can make you this stupid, you actually believe his bullshit. You actually believe that you could just be anything you want to be just because you said it. Okay. Call yourself a bird. Let me see your ass fly.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting. I don't see no humans flying on their own. So no, you cannot be whatever just because Esau told you you could. Now what did he do in all essence of the situation? He got you in a state of thinking that I can be anything I want. They gave you rights to even make you even more.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, Obama did that. What did Trump do? He came right around and revoked those rights, and now you in your feelings again. You in your feelings. These people set you up. They playing with your mind. They playing with you. And we told the veterans. We told people that veterans are not going to like Trump. Because you know why? This man is trying to cause a draft, but he's a 5-time draft dodger. Ain't nobody going to respect Trump. Ain't nobody going to follow his orders. There's probably several mutinies about to take place right now within the military. Because you got higher ups, you got high rankers getting out because they don't want to follow this idiot's orders. You got people not re-enlisting because they see where this is headed. Straight to the Valley of Armageddon. Yahweh Shaphat. The Valley of Judgment.
Where that final roasting session gonna happen at.
Yeah.
Because y'all gonna try to come at Yahweh Shai, and you're gonna be broken with our hands. You know, because that's in Matthew, in Daniel. Let me go grab that real quick. We're gonna grab that.
All y'all defending Edom. See if you still gonna have that energy when he murdered one of your loved ones in your face for no reason. When he kidnapped one of your loved ones and sent him to one of these concentration camps for no reason. We're gonna see if you still defend this bitch. Because he ain't unleashed on Judah yet. He just positioning his chess pieces.
Yep. He got y'all in with this bill as well. I came across a couple of Jakes and Eves, you know, a couple of my loved ones. They think that this is going to help make things get back better, and that's not what it is, man. You know, that's how this devil moves. He'll put something on the wood and he'll make you think it's some type of peace behind it, like things are going to get better, and it's not. He's going to destroy you through these things, man. This is Daniel 8:25, and through his policy. Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, that little magic pen. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, Yahushua, and he shall be broken without hand. So a lot of you people finna be destroyed by this big beautiful bill that y'all think that is a good thing. Somebody told me this gonna take effect in 2 or 3 years, and I'm like, what?
No. It done already passed the Senate, it done already passed the Congress, because the Senate and Congress and the Republican Party itself is scared of Trump and his resources. This man runs this country like a mob boss, a failed hustler. This motherfucker got cologne and perfume selling. He's selling cologne and perfume.
Oh, man.
This goes against the Constitution in so many ways. You're not supposed to use your position for personal gain. And that's all this man has been doing. None of you Edomites ain't said shit.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah, brother.
Shalom. None of y'all ain't said shit. This man selling all kind of bullshit. He tried to sell Bibles. He tried to sell sneakers. Now he's selling perfume and cologne. And they say it's stinking as hell. What it smell like? Dead bodies? Y'all stupid, man. Don't nobody want none of that Trump shit, man. And you know, speaking of selling shit, you know that alligator Alcatraz they got down in Florida, that concentration camp? They selling merchandise for that. They got merch for it. You see how enthusiastic this man is about just the thought of destroying Israelites. He got t-shirts for your ass. And this all stems from alligator bait. They love that idea. Let's take it back there. And that'll put old school fear in them, because they gonna revert back to the memories of alligator bait when they see the alligators. See how Esau fucking with y'all head, and y'all stupid enough to believe it. The only way you gonna counter Esau, you have to come under the hedge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to protect you from the wiles of the devil. If not, he gonna put fear in you all kind of ways, because he plays on your flesh. A lot of y'all don't know how to defend against the wiles of the flesh. Prime example, how he gonna make you take that sea hip. Well, your children starving. You want to see your children eat, right?
Yeah.
You can't let your children go hungry. You can't let your children be out here in the wild, homeless. We got a nice little FEMA camp set up for them.
They're gonna use it. And that day right there, when they start pushing that rice, they're gonna use a whole lot of pastors to get you cats to follow that order, man.
Yep.
The way y'all follow these pastors now is y'all gonna follow them tenfold in that day, because y'all gonna be looking for that comfort. Y'all gonna have to, you gotta get into a state of mind of being comfortable with being uncomfortable, bro. At the end of the day, you know, that's why we said we gotta put all our burdens with the Lord, man. You know, to keep us away from this cat that's getting ready to come down on us, man. This is Psalms 55:22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O God, shall bring them down unto the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out their days, but I will trust in thee. See, we putting our trust in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Y'all putting y'all trust in that orange man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And you put that trust in your enemy, oh, you finna be in a world of hurt. Why are they doing this to us? You finna find out, because they never liked you in the first place.
See, Northern Kingdom messed up big time because they actually thought Esau loved them. They thought just because they was a brighter complexion, all they got to do is dye their hair blonde. Love, love, love. No. Listen. Esau has a spiritual hatred for you. He hates you and he can't even tell you why. That's spiritual hatred. He hates you when you have done nothing personal to him. That's spiritual hatred. You can't get that out of him because that's what he was born with. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 140. And this is a prayer from King David. And we can start at verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart, continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips, Salah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked, preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. A gin is a trap. And y'all stepping right into it. As long as you believe Esau lying ass, you stepping into his trap. As long as you believe these lying ass pastors, you stepping into Esau's trap. Because Esau got these pastors lying to you for lucrative gain. Filthy lucre, for the love of money. I told y'all these pastors are not men of God. These are just niggas still in love with money. You see the lengths they're willing to go to get money, even if it means leading you to your death. As long as they get paid, they about the bag, baby. They don't care about your soul. They just care about that bag. A lot of y'all gonna find out the hard way, especially y'all that's gonna die in church. Because the Lord is not in those buildings. We are the church.
This is Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, said the Lord. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. See, you pastors, all this lying that y'all doing in these churches has got our people mind gone. Mind so gone that they don't even believe the scriptures is even a divine book anymore. The white man just gave it to us.
Yeah,
Y'all got our people so fucking gone in the head.
Yeah.
The Most High finna come see about you. That's why you've been seeing pastors get fucked up too, getting put to death. These false pastors getting exposed, being power bottoms, you know, all these different things, and it's gonna be more to come.
Yeah. The Lord is exposing people, man.
It's over, bro.
But y'all, for some reason, y'all still got faith in this place. Still got faith in Babylon, thinking it ain't gonna get bad. That'll never happen here. He'll never do that to us. The government, they care to some extent. Man, you crazy as hell. To show you how crazy you are, this is the fact of it all. You spend your day lying to yourself. You spend your day keeping yourself in a delusional state of mind. Like nothing we say that this Bible says is going to happen to this place is going to happen. Well, guess what? The apostles and elders been prophesying for going on 30, 40 years. They ain't been wrong yet. Just because certain prophecies hadn't happened yet, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Because it says in the scripture, though it seems like it may tarry, wait for it. It will come. It surely will not tarry. Roughly paraphrasing.
I'm going to pull that up as well for you.
Just because it ain't happened yet, that don't mean that you off the hook. This man taking his time because he got to position his chess pieces. He's got to come up with the perfect narrative to make Judah offenders of the law in some way. He got to craft this very carefully. He can't get us in the trick bag like he got Northern Kingdom. Because if anybody that knows his tactics, it's us. Because he done showed his wickedness to us before he showed it to anybody. So we know how this man gets down. So it's going to take some very cunning planning to make Judah an offender so we could be subjected under his so-called laws. Which there'll never be peace here. That's why this place is destined to be destroyed, because you got abominations that came over here, rape, robbed, and murdered, and now they tell you what righteousness is. There'll never be peace here. They were not created to be righteous judges. They were created to do exactly what they're doing, and they're gonna be judged for it. All you got to do is stay out their way and let them get judged. Let them prove that they are Esau by the shit they do. All you got to do is stand back and say, yep, that's E. Yep, just like the Bible said. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to argue with these people. Let these people prove who the wicked are through their actions, through their draconian laws, through their unrighteous decrees. Let them prove it. So the Lord can prove what he said he was going to do to these people. Let him do what he going to do to these people. So everybody can shut up. It ain't going to be no more arguing. It ain't going to be no more debate. The Edomites going to know who they are, and the Israelites are going to know who they are.
Yeah. I got that Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And all these things that's going to come upon this earth, man, it's all ultimately Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is causing all these different things to happen, rather if it's through Trump or his administration, man. This is Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Most High is controlling all of this, man, because the will of the Father is for Babylon to go down, and for these Edomites, especially you elites, to go in them chains, man.
Oh, they going.
y'all gonna go, like we was talking about earlier, y'all gonna go down in them bunkers, and y'all gonna get seized up out of that mother. You know, since y'all like to throw around that little word rapture all the time. That's what rapture means, seized or snatched away. Y'all have to get y'all ass snatched up out of them damn caves, man. You know? So y'all just get ready for that. Because we get ready, Lord willing, we are that man for to take them captives who captives we were.
Now, I got another scripture. And y'all tell me, out of all 18 nations on the planet, who fits this description? This is the book of Acts chapter 13, verse 10. And said, O full of all subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil, thou enemy of all righteousness, wilt thou not cease to pervert the right ways of the Lord? Who does that fit? Who perverts the right ways of the Lord? Who tell you it's cool to be a homosexual? Who tells you it's cool to sodomize your wife? Or it's cool for a husband to get pegged? Who tell you that it's cool to sleep with children, who tell you it's cool to rock yarmulkes during prayer. Yeah, they pervert all the righteous ways of the Lord. Who fits this description? Who's got alphabet churches now? Let them prove who they are. Fuck what they say. Look at their history. Look at their current history, what they're doing right now. And what they have planned for the future for you tribes. So if you're not convinced now, you're just destined for the fight. It ain't nothing else we can tell you to convince you of who your enemies are. You so in love with this devil, guess what? You're gonna burn with him. Then both of y'all can be red. y'all be rocking matching tank tops and shit. I'm with him, I'm with her, you know what I'm saying?
I got Psalm 73:5 talking about these Edomites as well. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their tongue against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth. They act like they the Most High God.
Yeah.
They got that God complex. Remember, he said, "I will be like the Most High. I will put my houses up." I'm gonna go get that actually. I'm gonna go grab that.
Try to tell y'all, but y'all hard-headed, man. Y'all stiff-necked. You're sottish. You don't want to listen. In order for you to believe anything Esau got to say. So that's why lately, we've been making videos where Esau telling y'all what Esau is about to do in hopes that you would believe it. These are not our words, first of all. We're not representatives of ourselves. We're representing this Bible, first of all. We're representing the word in the flesh, the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Your pastors are representing Esau.
Yep.
They're coming with his message that God loves everybody, which is a lie. So y'all can believe who y'all want to believe. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because, Esau, he's got that God complex, man. We always go into that thing. This is Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's how Esau thinks. You remember it was an article going around saying that God messed up. Coming from these Edomites. They feel like God messed up. So that's a very proper thing to say, man. Because they had no fear of the Lord.
Nope.
And because of that, that's going to lead to their destruction as well. Because on top of that, besides all the wickedness that they have done on this earth and unto the Israelites.
I got that scripture right here, bro. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 14, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. So you can tell who the abominations are, the atheists. Not in just words, but actions too. Because if you don't believe in the word, you ain't going to follow nothing in this book. So that's going to make your actions abominable as well as your words. So you're going to be burnt up twice, probably. Lord going to hit you with 2 missiles.
Double dose of it.
But see, I know some atheists that it's not as bad as you Christians. As far as what they believe and what they put in practice. There are some, I have actually met a righteous atheist or two. I'm not saying he's righteous because he doesn't believe in the Lord. I'm saying because he's righteous because they disagree with all the wickedness of Babylon.
Yeah.
Because see, everybody wasn't given the gift of faith. That's only to his hopeful elect and his elect. So yeah, you can be a righteous atheist if you disagree with the management of Babylon, quote unquote, to a degree. But hey, that little piece of righteousness is not gonna save you from the Lord's wrath, though. So you might just be righteous enough to be preserved from slavery and spared from death. Not saying slavery is gonna be a better option, but you still alive.
Mhm.
They don't believe in all the wicked practices of Babylon. So it's something in them good, but that's not to say that you're going to be omitted from judgment, though.
Yep. And like the brother said, I like that faith being a gift. A lot of our people don't have that. You know, there's a lot of people that, only a few that get it. And the rest is just pretty much just messed up. You know, this is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. You know, a lot of y'all have been blinded, but the rest of the brothers, Lord willing, we are the number. We've been blessed with that faith, been blessed with these breakdowns, you know, through the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, you know, giving the eyes to see and the ears to hear, while the rest of you walking around here reprobate as hell, not paying attention, chasing the bag, chasing that ass.
Somebody else's wife.
Exactly. Unrighteousness. You know, y'all finna have to be, like the brother said, y'all finna have to be took of y'all own craftiness, man.
Yep. Matter of fact, a lot of people that's getting caught cheating, they getting put to death. This Northern Kingdom woman, her divorce wasn't even finalized. She got caught, I think at the Cheesecake or somewhere with another Mexican man. He waited for them to come out into the parking lot and he shot them both.
See?
Dead. So keep thinking it's cute to be plotting shit and wickedness and darkness. Sneaking out the house after it get dark. Keep on thinking that shit cute.
Mm-hmm.
That death angel gonna shoot them skates up under your ass and you ain't gonna know what hit you. He gonna knock all the sonic rings out your ass.
Cause y'all just be they always thinking they ain't getting away with something because they ain't get smacked with no judgment right away, man. This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Man, I can't believe I got away with that. I'm finna go harder next time because I got away with it this time. But you actually didn't get away with it. The Most High wanted that pride to build up in your ass that you are getting away with something. So when it's time for you to catch that judgment, it's going to be fully justified of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to put you on your ass, man.
Yep, that's why he gives you plenty time. He gives you plenty elbow room to earn your shame and your judgment at the same time. That shame going to kick in during and after your judgment. Because everybody going to reflect back to how prideful you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
And how you just can't be touched until the Lord taps you on your shoulder and knocks you the fuck out. He knows how to humble you. A lot of people don't believe that because they haven't been humbled yet. Keyword, yet.
Mm-hmm.
He letting your pride still build up so he can knock you off, pluck you off that pedestal into your hell. That's all it takes for the Lord. Just pluck you off your pedestal and you're going to land in your hell.
Most definitely. That's that pride go before destruction, man. Y'all get full of that pride, and so you know that destruction comes right behind that. Just like the pride of America is going to cause a lot of y'all to go get put under. Remember, this is Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction and the haughty spirit before a fall, man. And you know, you get all this pride built up in you, just like America has got pride spilling over into the heavens, man. Now it's so prideful that these people don't really think that nothing can actually happen here. That's the funniest part. That's like saying the Most High ain't all powerful.
Yeah.
You know, in the scripture it said that this place gonna get destroyed, and for y'all to say, nah, that ain't gonna happen, that's prideful as hell. You telling the Most High that he's not gonna do what he said he's going to do because it ain't happening in your time. It's a prideful statement. And it's gonna be righteous when your time come to get destroyed.
I got a precept on that. It's Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Yeah. Y'all took the bait. Y'all allowed America to bait you into this sense of false security. America got the most powerful military in the world, and all this other bullshit. But you got a watered down ass personnel department. These soldiers are not the same soldiers they were 35 and 40 years ago, 20 and 25 years ago. Your labor force in the military is weak. That makes your military weak. And then your numbers are low. Your recruitment numbers are low. That makes you extra weak. Yeah, America's government is writing all these checks, starting all these wars, but they don't have the military personnel to back it. So yeah, you're gonna have to force a draft. And guess what? You're gonna kick back from that because these Americans are not going to respect a 5-time draft dodger. He ain't have to go, and he got to go. That's how they gonna see it. And they're right. Because if they can lie their way out, if you can lie your way out of getting drafted, Donald Trump, they can too. So what you gonna do then? You gonna round up people and make them fight? No, that's not gonna happen. If anything, you gonna cause a mutiny, and your military is gonna kick in that White House door. That's what's on the brink. Anything that can possibly go wrong with Babylon is about to happen because the Lord is fed up with this place. That's why he's speeding up the destruction of this place. We tired of this place. We tired of Edomite insanity and madness being accepted as normal. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe to those who call good evil and evil good. We tired of this shit. We tired of having to bite our tongues when we see abominations walking down the street supposed to be put to death. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Bible. But we got to accept these people. Biden put out a decree. He said that after he gave the alphabet people rights, he said you got to respect these people. You can't respect the group of people that came out and made a song saying they coming after your children. How do you respect a group like that? Y'all goofy. Y'all accepting this false reality, this bizarro world is being what's real. This is not real. This is, you are trapped inside of Esau's madness because he's in rulership.
And have the same mind as Esau, believing that you're not going to get into no trouble here.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're going to die by the sword. That's just me. It's just not me saying it. It's scriptural that you're going to die by the sword. If you think that you're going to get away or get over on what's getting ready to come to this place. This is Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Y'all don't think that this shit can hit the fan, man. And when it do, it's going to get real funky out here.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to get real funky enough.
Yeah.
Like DOC said.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have dead bodies everywhere. You're going to be stepping over dead bodies coming out your house.
They getting a picture of that in Philadelphia with the trash, bro. They got like trash just stacked this high all around neighborhoods because they stopped those people from working. Yeah. So now they have nobody to collect the trash. So the trash is accumulating and it's starting to get real funkified over there.
Yeah, this is a prelude, America. This is a prelude to if you got rid of all the black and brown. Edom would destroy itself.
Yeah.
Look what's happening. They need us. We don't need them. They need us. Look how quick they was to fold with all the Microsoft coming to their farms. instead of recruiting their other Edomite family members to help them work that land, they ain't even attempt to try. They just went straight to the car and started recording crime. They ain't even tried. So yeah, without black and brown, Edom would destroy itself because Edom is a nation that has never had any solidarity. They never stood together. The only time they stood together was in wickedness to come against us. Other than that, they cutthroat as hell. They kill each other. They murder each other. They backstab each other. Why you think there's so much chaos in the Republican Party alone? Let alone the White House. Satan against Satan. Egos clashing. Pride conflicting. Esau would destroy himself. Edom would destroy himself without black and brown. Without us, you wouldn't even have a toilet to shit in. You wouldn't have AC keeping you cool.
A lot of things that the slaves were creating to make it easier on themselves.
Exactly.
Y'all wouldn't have it.
Because we are the creators. The Lord created us to create. He created Edomites to destroy. So I don't see where y'all get this picture from. Y'all making these movies 1,000 years from now. Y'all on other colonies in space. That ain't gonna happen. You're too busy destroying shit to create anything. That's not you, baby. That's us. We are the creators. And you can never take that away from us. I don't care how your history books lie. Go ahead, bro.
I got Jeremiah 10:16. Because Judah, Israel, we are the former of all things, man. This is Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, man. We are the originators, man. At the end of the day, ain't no way around. You just got Esau out here claiming heritages and claiming what people have created and taking it on to himself. You see how people come out like Dr. Sebi with these cures and everything. Now they come eat them. He's not going to sell what Dr. Sebi had. He's going to take it and sweep it under the rug because it's stopping his money.
Yeah.
So he had to get rid of him and take what he had and sweep it under the rug for himself.
Yeah.
And treat everybody else like cattle, man.
If he do take an idea from Dr. Sebi, he gonna lace you with some type of wickedness and get you addicted and profit from it. Like he does everything else. He weaponizes everything.
Yeah.
So where's this peace coming from that you were promised, MAGA? I don't see any peace in the works for America. All I see is hard times. And that Project 2025, he told you was the big, beautiful bill. You fell for that lie too. Pretty much guaranteed your nail in your coffin.
And I think that Project 2025, I think it also goes into labeling us as the terrorists as well. I think that was somewhere in there, dog.
Yeah, they gotta find a way to make us offenders.
So they had to, they finally made that the part of the law as well. So eventually, the family of the word is going to come into play as well.
See, that's how this bitch get down. Everybody else a terrorist, but he the only one drop a bomb.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Bible said you was a liar.
A visual liar.
Impulsive liar. Compulsive liar. The father of lies. John 8:44. So we terrorists. We the worst thing known to man because we telling the truth about you.
And you accusing us day and night. you got a big old following out here of our own people out here. Mad as hell at us for bringing out the truth and condemning your red ass.
Exactly. If we was lying, why you so mad? Lies don't affect nobody because time reveals lies to be lies. You know what else time reveals? Time reveals the truth to be true. The truth don't need laws to protect it. Lies do. Ain't that right, BB? With the anti-semantics. The truth don't need laws to protect it. Lies do, baby. That's why we're not affected by the lies y'all tell on us. But y'all affected by the truth we bring out on y'all. So which is more powerful? The truth or the lie? It says what? Scripture paraphrasing. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to butcher it. I can't remember how it's worded. I think it's along the lines of something about the truth will stand the test of time.
I'm gonna think this is Isaiah 29, because this devil, he's quick to set traps to make us an offender for a word, man. Isaiah 29 and 20. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorners is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. So that's why they coming up with these little laws, so they can try to make us an offender. And now they offended, now they want to call us terrorists and shit.
Who are we terrorizing? We terrorizing you Edomites with this word.
With this sword, that's about it. You know, but y'all out here like physically, literally dropping bombs everywhere y'all go, because that's what y'all are. Y'all are the waster.
And you know what they've been doing for the past 3-4 months? They've been bombing the shit out of Somalia.
Yeah.
I think I found it. Yep. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. That's why we ain't tripping, because the Lord loves us and he hates y'all lying asses. That's why we are bold in y'all face, because we know what's going to happen to y'all. It don't matter what y'all do. It don't matter what y'all do to us. As long as the Lord gets to y'all, that's all we want. Because we know we're going to be coming back. Y'all going to be coming back too. But y'all ain't going to be coming back like we going to be coming back. We going to be, if you happen to get us, it's cool. We going to be coming back as gods. Lord, get y'all going to be coming back as slaves. You see the difference? It's a win-win for us. It's a lose-lose for you.
That's why it's going to be a beautiful thing when we see this place fall, man. You know, that's why we constantly reproofing in the gate, telling y'all like, hey, when this place falls, everybody will be rejoicing, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing. This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. And Lord willing, we'll still be around up in this place and get that spiritual power, man, to see what happens to these Edomites.
Yeah, our lives don't mean nothing to us. As long as the Lord gets you, that's all we want. That's all we want.
Hulk Edom, we coming for you, brother.
Yeah, we love not our lives to the death. As long as he gets you, that's all we want. We hate this place. So why would we be attached to it? You'll never see an American flag hanging from our porch. You'll never see us rocking any red, white, and blue paraphernalia regarding this country, because we want it burned. If you was in your right mind, you would want to see it burn too. But there's only 2 forces in this world. If you are against righteousness by default, you are wicked.
And if you love your life here, you're going to get destroyed. Yeah. Y'all be talking about how we hate our life. Hell yeah, we hate this life. You know what I'm saying? Didn't Job say, curse the day that he was born too? They ain't like this life, man. This is John 12 and 25. He that loved his life shall lose it. And he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal, man. You see that? So why y'all running around loving this life? hey, you gonna lose it. You gonna lose it. You try to save your life here as well, you're going to lose it.
You're going to lose it anyway because the Babylon's about to be destroyed.
Yep.
You're not superhuman. You're going to survive nuclear fire. You ain't got enough food to sustain. You're going to survive long enough to watch them missiles drop. If you ain't on that chariot, you dead anyway. Want to get a couple more and close, bro?
This is Ecclesiastes 2 and 15. Then said I in my heart, as it happened to the fool, so it happened even unto me. And why was I then more wise than I said in my heart, that this is also vanity? For there is no remembrance of the wise more than the fool forever, seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten, and how dieth the wise man as the fool. Therefore I hated life, because the work there is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit, man.
Exactly.
That's why we hate this place.
That's all Babylon does to you. Keep you stressed out. Keep you oppressed. Keep you depressed. Keep you worried about bills. So how are you living? Truly living? You're just existing. This ain't life.
Seeing these servants upon horses.
Exactly. These weak ass men ruling over us, making us perpetual debt slaves. Because you'll never pay off tax. Never. So the Lord finna end this shit. And we can't wait. We can get this one, we can go and close on this one. This is the book, let's got one to bring out. This is Psalms chapter 73, verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein. So, unless you understand this book, you understand that it don't matter what Esau do or says. Regardless what he does or says, he's going into captivity. There's nothing he can do or say that's going to get him out. So, what you doing all this fuckboy shit behind the scenes, I ask again. You're striking channels, terminating channels. You're lying on us. You're paying off agents to lie on us. How is any of this going to get you out your captivity? It's not. It's guaranteed. Because he's giving you plenty elbow room to earn your shame and your judgment. So when your captivity comes, you going to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
And do your job. We can end it on that, bro.
Shalom, brothers. We can go give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and the Baba, Shalom.
Shalom.